Shalom, shalom, everybody. I am your brew, Ban Shemayim, back with another one. Today's video, we're going to be discussing the president of Ghana. The president of Ghana is talking about reparations. I would like to hear what y'all got to say at the end of this video. It will not be a long one, God forbid. To start this video off, I just want to hit the credo really quick, or not the credo, but just, I just want to say Kala Haya by Shimishaya, Wawawat Kodash, which is all praises to the Most High in the name of His Son and in the Holy Spirit. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So here it goes. This is from The Voice online.uk. This is where I got this from. This is written by Sanaya Fluttery. Fleary? Sanaya Fleary. All right. It says Ghana calls for African unity in the fight for reparation, right? The president of Ghana said Africa must work with the Caribbeans on reparations. I'm going to read the article for y'all. The president of Ghana has called for Africa to unite in the fight for reparations for slavery. President Nana Akufo-Addo made the comments while speaking at a 4-day reparations conference in Accra. Okay, let's get it. He also urged African countries to work with the Caribbean nations, calling for reparations for the horrors endured during the transatlantic slave trade, right? During the transatlantic slave trade. No amount of money can restore the damage caused by the transatlantic slave trade and its consequences. But surely this is a matter that the world must confront and can no longer ignore, says Mr. Akufo-Addo, said at the conference with African leaders. Mr. Akufo-Addo also demanded European countries issue a formal apology to the entire African continent for slavery and the legacy of colonism. It says, in this request, this is a quote from him, this request should be even before these discussions on reparations conclude. The entire continent of Africa deserves a formal apology from the European nations involved in the slave trade, he added. Right? So before there's a sit down, he's saying that there should be a formal apology. According to the recently published landmark Brattle report, Britain owes a staggering 18.6 trillion in reparations, which is over 5 times the country's annual gross domestic product. Mr. Akufo-Addo noted that the progress in Africa what halted it, that's I think what that means. What halted the progress in Africa was because of slavery, and this would be difficult to quantify into financial reparations. The entire period of slavery meant that our progress economically, culturally, and psychologically was stifled. There are legions of stories of families who were torn apart, Mr. Akufo-Addo said. You cannot quantify the effects of such tragedies, but they need to be recognized. In April, several Caribbean leaders demanded reparations for slavery at a historic State of the Black World Conference, SOBWC, in the United States. Referring to the Caribbean's demands for reparations, Mr. Akufo-Addo said, we in Africa must work together with them to advance the cause, right? The 4-day conference in Accra is expected to lead to the creation of an African-led plan for reparatory justice, including a team that will take the agenda further. And that's the end of the article. what do y'all think about this article, y'all? What do y'all think about this article? Matter of fact, let me go back because I got some things I want to know. Because he mentioned the Caribbean. He mentioned the continent. He mentioned the continent a couple times, right? For the entire continent, like it says right here. Mr. Akufo-Addo also demanded European countries issue a formal apology to the entire African continent for slavery and the legacy of colonialism. It says even before these discussions on reparations conclude, the entire continent of Africa deserves a formal apology. So, like I said, it was mentioned more than one time. This is my thing about that. What about the people, the generations of children who were born under that system? I get that people got ripped apart and they deserve some type of reparations, but if the money and the apology is just going to Africa, the continent, what about the people who suffered, who family was slaves? My granddad on my mom's side, I believe, or I'm pretty sure is Native American. Mostly, I believe, actually, according to me looking back our history. And my mom's mom was black and Native American. Um, my dad's mom was mostly Cherokee. I think he said like 100%. Either his mom or his grandma, one of the two, was 100% Cherokee. And my dad's no, that was his grandma. His grandma was 100% Cherokee. His granddad bought his own freedom from slavery. So my granddad on my dad's side was a slave. So what of this goes to the children, to the descendants of the slaves, to the descendants of the people who suffered, right? Because we're talking about the countries who suffered from a lack of it, but at the same time, when we talk about the countries who suffered from a lack of reparations or from what slavery did, we also have to consider that all those people, children, have suffered because of it too. The injustice, I mean, I was about to say the injustice system. That should be the new word for the new name for the justice system is the injustice system, right? The injustice system is against the descendants of slavery. You get what I'm saying? So I would like, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I think he should have mentioned the descendants a little bit more of the slave trade. I get that he trying to get money for his country. He a president. He probably not worried about us at all. But at the same time, I do believe he definitely should have mentioned us. Let me know what y'all think about it and y'all thoughts. On that note, I just want to say hit the like button, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, then drop a comment. Let's talk about this. What do y'all think about this article? I'm all down for everybody working towards the reparations. I definitely think they need to link up with a caucus of people in America, the descendants of the slave trade, that are working towards that same ordeal. With that note, I just want to say the water, which means thank you. Thank everybody for tuning in. Kaula Haya by Shimon Shai, which is all praises to the Most High in the name of His Son. I want to say Shalom, which is peaceful greetings because I'm about to exit, and Barakatah, which is bless you. On that note, peace out to the next time.